Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to explain more about Saturn moving into Aries and what the energy is doing with us on a personal level, but also in the collective field. Because every planet has their own characteristics. It is an archetype that is moving with us like a friend in the different themes of life. And these themes are connected to each zodiac sign. And some friends are going really quickly with us through all these experiences in every single zodiac sign. Some are staying with us for 7 years, for example, when we talk about our friend Uranus. And some planets are helping us in every theme of life for around 2 or 3 years, and that is Saturn. Because Saturn has an orbit of 29.5 years, something like that. And this is also why people talk about your Saturn return when you're turning 30, because then Saturn is back at the same spot in the same zodiac sign when you were born. So that's your Saturn return. Okay. Let's start, yeah? Because this is going to be very interesting, and especially for starseeds. Because Saturn is in Aries since 14th of February, so for a couple of days right now, and it was in Pisces for almost 3 years. And Pisces has the characteristics and the traits of spirituality, illusions, deep thoughts also, escapism, confusion, dreamy, floating. That's very Pisces energy. And Saturn is the planet, it's the kind of friend that teaches us teaches how to master discipline, how to build, how to conquer karma, how to become responsible, how to structure our life in different themes in our life, on our life journey, right? So when Saturn and Aries merge together, because Aries is all about, it's the first sign of the zodiac, so it's like the I am sign, the identity. This is me. It's a warrior energy. It's the initiator. Aries has a lot of courage. It's very brave, but it's also about movement. It's very much moving, and it wants to move. So the merge of Saturn and Aries is about that you know who you are becoming. So you're gonna move in a structured way. You're gonna move, you're gonna show your identity, you're gonna build yourself. And I think for many starseeds, including me, this energy is gonna be, is what we need, right? I'm done with floating. I'm done with diving into spirituality and all these deep topics and researching everything and understanding this reality and everything. It's now time to become visible, to move, to do something, to not stay at the same spot. So it is for ourselves, but also the collective, it will shift from feeling, which is very Pisces energy, into doing, very Aries energy. So we go from confusion to clarity, from surrender to self-direction, and from victimhood to agency. So we're gonna become more sovereign. We're gonna learn how to put boundaries. We're gonna have way more feeling of identity and standing in your truth. Okay. Also, because Saturn is the planet of karma, and karma is like karmic tests. It depends how you move with this energy. So if you are avoiding responsibility, it's like your friend who wants to show you okay, how to become responsible in these themes of your life. If you're gonna avoid that responsibility, you will be exposed by Saturn. If you're gonna choose leadership and courage and you try to master that, you will be rewarded. So a lot of people sometimes they ask me, but is this energy that we feel that is now in the cosmos and is reflecting on our reality and our personal lives, is that for everyone then the same? No, it depends on our level of consciousness. And if you're watching my videos, your level of consciousness is higher, you can already tap into this kind of energy. Otherwise, it would not resonate with you. If you're like, okay, this, it doesn't resonate what she's saying, it's just because you are maybe not made for that, maybe not yet. But if you resonate with this information and you want to know more, you are already on this path of aligning with the cosmos. And if this resonates with you, this is going to be the channel for you, because I'm going to explain how to read astrology and what it can do for you and how you can identify your own cycles and patterns in your whole life journey. So stay tuned for that then. Saturn is also showing us that sovereignty is non-negotiable. Like I said before, we really learn how to stand in our boundaries. Who are you? Who am I? We're learning independence, taking action. So no floating anymore. Owning your own choices, standing in your truth, and cutting off old timelines. So, again, Saturn in Aries is cosmic weather, right? It depends on your level of consciousness, how you're gonna harvest that energy. So, for example, if it's raining outside, are you gonna plant seeds? Or are you gonna stay inside and just do nothing or watch Netflix? Or are you gonna see that your whole house is gonna be flooded because your foundation that you built is not stable? That is how you can tune into these energies. It depends on what you want, because we are souls with free will. Okay? So, because Saturn was in Pisces, it's now the end of passive spirituality. So we're stop listening to and start something to live, So instead of waiting for signs or seeing if you see signs or synchronicities in your reality, you start understanding you are the sign. You create these signs, And also the era of just sitting on your yoga mat, meditating, which is good, but we need movement. We need movement to go after our goals, right? To build something. So this also means that it's the end of procrastinating. Because Aries doesn't tolerate delays, it wants to move and fast and now. And Saturn doesn't tolerate excuses. And also your spirit is tired. At least I know my spirit is tired. Also your spirit is tired of seeing you standing still. And with this energy, it's actually a good thing, because you're going to feel relief. Because commitment to something costs less energy than avoiding all the time, especially with this energy, because Aries wants to move. So avoiding things doesn't feel good. Being committed to something and building something in a very structured way, Aries love that. Saturn loves that. Saturn will be proud of you. So it's gonna change a lot. So Saturn and Aries will reward the people who anchor their intentions and making a decision. Wishful thinking will not be rewarded. And maybe it sounds scary, but Saturn is here to help us with that, to guide us through the energy of Aries. So besides that, physical momentum mirrors spiritual momentum. So these two become intertwined. And because Aries governs the body, movement, vitality, instinct, and Saturn governs discipline, endurance, structure, form, you will feel that, for example, before, when Saturn was in Pisces, you got clarity by journaling or something. You know, this is very Pisces kind of way. In Aries, it doesn't work like that. You get clarity when you do some sports, when you go for a walk, when you, I don't know, swim in the ocean. Movement will give you clarity. Completely different energy, but so helpful. So therefore, starting routines now is also a very good idea, because you get the structure and the discipline for that from Saturn, and at the same time, Aries encourage the movement for yourself. So the more you move, the more your spirit moves with you. That's what this energy is gonna bring. So Saturn in Aries spirituality is not about for how long are you meditating on a yoga mat. It's more about how you handle challenges, how you show up for yourself, how you walk into a room, how you handle yourself when there are struggles. It's a different way of spirituality. It's not passive. It's movement. It's showing up. It is about identity. It's about you. It's about the I am energy, discipline, structure. Yeah. So I want to explain a little bit more about Saturn moving in other zodiac signs. So this will also give you more information about the patterns in your own life. So think about it. Before Saturn was in Aries, Saturn was in Pisces. This was since 7 March of 2023. And the themes of this was spirituality, dissolution, also a lot of confusion, emotional boundaries, escapism. How was that for you? How was Saturn guiding you in this era of Pisces? Before that, Saturn was in Aquarius. This was from the 22 of March 2020. This is when COVID started, guys. I mean, wow. In Aquarius. And the themes of Aquarius are very like futuristic, systems, freedom, collective shift, social structure. So, you know, Saturn was operating in Aquarius for, I think, almost 3 years. So it was for a long time there. And I mean, this whole COVID period also took a long time, right? Before that, Saturn was in Capricorn since 20 December 2017. And Capricorn is all about ambition and building career, authority, also responsibility, long-term thinking. For me, I started my master's. So I did my master's in communication science with a major technology and communication. And this is also how I started writing essays about AI, blockchain, smart contracts, a new financial system. So this is how I looked into that. And then when Saturn moved into Aquarius, I really started understanding these systems. Together with the collective shift, you know. So I woke up, but more in like a spiritual kind of way. I started being very interested in quantum physics and the soul and soul contracts and New Earth ideology came in that period on my path, which is very Aquarian energy. And Saturn was really being my friend in that. And this is why when I also built my first website, Boho Frequency, and I thought I want to do something with that, but I didn't know yet. And then Pisces came, Saturn in Pisces. I was really floating around, but I was digging into human design and gene keys and astrology and to really understand the systems. But for me, I didn't feel safe enough to get clients or something. So what did I do? I digged into myself. I looked into me upside down, inside out, and through the lens of astrology and all these patterns and human design, gene keys. Gene keys is so interesting. It tells you a lot about your mission and the lessons that go along with your mission. And human design, I see that as the contract you made with the universe about who you're going to be here on this earth, what you're going to do, what's your life force energy in which topics. And then I digged so much deeper into soul contracts. I definitely want to explain way more about soul contracts. So that will be in the next video probably. I want to explain more about the incarnation crosses, which is also, it's in human design, but it's really connected to gene keys and your lessons. But there is something in human design that is a left angle cross, a right angle cross, and there's a juxtaposition, which is more, it's very rare. But these two different angle crosses tells you a lot about what kind of soul you are and how you deal with karma. Because I think it's interesting to understand if you're a left angle cross or a right angle cross, because that shows you if you learn via self-reflection or if you learn by fixing karma in relationships. So are you learning from yourself or are you learning with different contracts, different soul contracts? So thank you guys for listening to me and following me. And this is how I want to finish this video. Use the energy these upcoming 2 years when Saturn is in Aries. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.